At Pao Buddhist School, we believe that we can teach students to go onto the path of enlightenment through wisdom, morality, and diligence. And this is basically a shortened form of the Eight Noble Path as found by the Buddha, the fully enlightened being. The vision of the school is actually to build a systemic Buddhist school that will nurture wholesome leaders that will selflessly light up the world. Now that's a lot in that vision, but it's also very short. So I break the vision up into two. One is actually to build up a systemic school. The reason why we need to build up a systemic school is that we are actually trying to inspire many other Buddhist communities to open more schools. So if we have a systemic school, we'll be able to pass on our knowledge. Our second part of our vision is actually to nurture wholesome leaders. What is wholesome? Wholesome is a word that says that an action or a deed, which is an action or a speech, if it doesn't hurt another and it doesn't hurt you, that's wholesome. And if a leader is wholesome, then if they're selfless, then they can light up the world. The main difference between us and a temple, our school as a temple, is that we actually incorporate the doctrine of the teaching from the Buddha into the student's life, into their everyday life, into their learning life. So, whereas temple tend to be perceived by the public as more of a religious place, our school is more of the science of the mind as taught by the master teacher himself, the Buddha. So our school is actually one that is more, I guess we focus more onto the science of how to live life according to what the Buddha called Dharma, which is actually the cause and effect of life. We're just like a normal private school, Catholic, Christian school, Muslim school. We operate from Monday at 8:30 to 3:30. Monday to Friday. And our curriculum is pretty much similar to every other school that's run across Australia. They have to sit the NAPLAN, they have to sit the HSC, and they have to do assessment tasks, everything like that. And then on top of that, as a Buddhist school, we incorporate that doctrine, the quality of morality and the quality of wisdom into our program. In our extracurricular activity, it's actually a project-based learning, capturing our motto, enlightenment through wisdom, morality, and diligence. And the question is, I think there's not many schools that dare to clearly define what morality or what ethics mean. In our school, morality is broken into three sub-factors. First one is right speech, second one is right action, third one is right livelihood. And right livelihood is actually, if you look at that carefully, one comes from the mouth, the other one comes from the action, the body. And the livelihood is actually a reflection of your mind. So I can't read your mind right now, but I can read your pattern of thinking by looking at the way in which you live your life. So our extracurricular activity tries to endeavor to actually teach the student the actual morality. So when we have right speech, for example, it not only teaches the student the confidence to do public speaking, but our topics involve our 10 moral codes of conduct, which entails right speech, right action, right livelihood. And then we have right action. What is right action in terms of morality? Well, if a person do good, their action should not hurt others, nor themselves. So our creative arts, performing arts, enact or give their platform for the students to train that through drama, through performance, through creative arts. And of course, right livelihood, one of the way in which we make the student understand that to be a good person, to have great right thinking, is through cooking. So our right livelihood program is actually a cooking program that encourages students to develop 4 basic simple values. One is accountability, responsibility, respect, and integrity. So I myself is an example of someone who developed a great intelligence going through school, but lacking the wisdom to actually navigate through the trickery of life.